Ready to have your mind blown? Today I'm sharing 10 facts that sound completely fake but are 100% real. Stick around, because each one gets crazier than the last. Let's start with a fact that will literally make you question the meaning of a day. First up, a day on Venus is longer than a year on Venus. Yes, you heard that right. Venus spins so incredibly slowly that it takes 243 Earth days to complete just one rotation. But it only takes 2 to 5 Earth days for Venus to orbit the Sun. This means an entire year passes on Venus before a single day is even over. Imagine celebrating your birthday, going to sleep, and waking up and it's still the same day. Wild, right? Next, let's talk about fruit. Did you know that bananas are technically berries but strawberries are not? This isn't a joke, it's a botanical fact. In botany, a berry is defined as a fruit that develops from a single flower with one ovary and typically contains many seeds. Bananas fit this description perfectly. Strawberries, on the other hand, develop from a flower with multiple ovaries, making them an aggregate accessory fruit. So, the next time you're making a smoothie, you can tell your friends you're adding some berries, just don't point at the strawberries. Nature clearly has a sense of humor. Alright, prepare to feel a little gross. Your smartphone is probably dirtier than a toilet seat. Several studies have confirmed this, with one finding that the average phone has 10 times more bacteria than a public toilet. Think about it. You take your phone everywhere: the kitchen, the gym, the bathroom. You touch it hundreds, maybe thousands of times a day, right after touching who knows what else. And when was the last time you actually cleaned it? Yeah, I thought so. Go grab a sanitizing wipe. I'll wait. Now for a creature feature. Octopuses are truly alien-like, and here's one reason why. They have 3 hearts. 2 of the hearts are dedicated to pumping blood through the gills, while the third, larger heart circulates blood to the rest of the body. But here's the really bizarre part. When an octopus swims, that third heart actually stops beating. This is why you'll often see them crawling along the ocean floor instead of swimming long distances. It's just less exhausting for them. 3 hearts, and one of them just takes a break whenever it feels like it. Must be nice. Here's a sweet fact for you. Honey never spoils. I mean literally never. Archaeologists have discovered pots of honey in ancient Egyptian tombs that are over 3,000 years old. And guess what? The honey was still perfectly edible. Its unique chemical makeup, low water content and high acidity, makes it an inhospitable environment for bacteria and other microorganisms. So that jar of honey sitting in your pantry is practically immortal. Let's look up at the sky. Those light, fluffy clouds floating overhead, they're heavier than you could ever imagine. An average cumulus cloud, the puffy white kind, can weigh up to 1.1 million pounds. That's the equivalent of about 100 elephants floating above your head. It's all just tiny water droplets and ice crystals. But when you have trillions of them packed together, the weight adds up. The sky is literally holding up a mountain of water. How about a trip back in time? Which came first, sharks or trees? If you guessed trees, you'd be wrong. Sharks have been swimming in our oceans for at least 400 million years. The earliest known trees, on the other hand, only appeared around 385 million years ago. That means sharks predate trees by a solid 15 million years. These ancient predators were ruling the seas long before the first forests even began to grow on land. Do you ever wake up convinced you didn't dream? Well, you did. You dream every single night, even if you don't remember it. The average person has between 4 and 6 dreams each night during their REM sleep cycles. If you could record every dream you ever had, by the time you turned 80, you'd have a collection of over 200,000 dreams. Imagine binge-watching that playlist. It would be the weirdest, most personal streaming service ever. This next fact might give you a mini existential crisis. You are mostly empty space. Seriously, matter is made of atoms, and atoms are mostly empty space between the nucleus and the electrons. If you could magically remove all that empty space from every atom in your body, all your physical matter would compress down to the size of a single grain of salt. So, when you look in the mirror, remember you're looking at a cleverly arranged collection of, well, mostly nothing. And finally, you have a superpower you didn't even know about. Your brain can power a light bulb while you're thinking, feeling, and just existing. Your brain's neurons are firing away, generating about 20 watts of electrical power. That's enough to light up a small, low-wattage LED bulb. So, the next time someone has a great idea and a light bulb appears over their head in a cartoon, it's not that far from the truth. You're literally a walking, talking power source. If these facts blew your mind, just imagine what's coming in the next video. Hit that like button, subscribe, and tell me in the comments which fact shocked you the most, and do you want a part 2? Trust me, the next one is even crazier. Thanks for watching.